The most important aspect of getting back to your routine and trying to start fresh is to allow yourself to be forgiven. Forgiveness is the most important thing in your life. But the issue is that forgiveness shouldn't come from outside, nor should come from you to the outside. Forgiveness is an internal thing. The most important person in your world is no one but you yourself. And the first step into healing and into your journey of becoming the best version of you that you can be is the process of forgiveness. Allowing yourself to be free of your past thoughts, your emotion, your choices, and the decisions that you have made. Who cares about the past? It's time for you to let it go. Recognize that there is no one that matters but you. Sometimes we forget, and sometimes we recognize it, but we don't allow ourselves to be free from our past thoughts. The process starts from you recognizing that there is something missing within you. Once you recognize that, oh, there is something wrong, that I still blame myself for it, then ask yourself, what can you do about the past? Can you change it? Can you modify it? Or can you replace it with a new idea of yourself? Quickly you come up to the answer that no, the past is already gone. And then ask yourself this question: can I change the future? Can I predict the future? And quickly you also realize that future, the only thing you can do is make assumption. And by making assumption, nothing will happen. Thus, the only reasonable explanation is to live your life as it happens right now. This is your moment to be you. You could hang on to your past, or you could be fixated on a future that doesn't yet exist, or you could start healing from today. Recognize that you matter, and everything that happened in your life was just a chapter. You gotta learn from it. There's always one story that I tell my clients. Imagine when a child is born, when a child literally comes out of the womb. Can that child run, jump, or chase after something? The answer is no. I mean, I've seen a cartoon somewhere that a child is born, immediately he runs around, but that's only a cartoon. In reality, a child can't even control their limbs. And if you're planning to hold that child, you must support their neck, because they still don't have that control over their muscles. Stay with me. Now, after a little while, the child learns how to control their muscles, their hands, their motions. And quickly they start crawling around all over the house. That's why we baby-proof everything. Once that happens, after a little bit of repetition, the child stands up for the first time. And everybody gets so excited. Parents become thrilled. They take pictures, they share it on social media. But there is one thing that you forgot. Right after the child stands up for the first time, right after that, maybe a couple of seconds, that child will fall. He would stand up again, or she would stand up again, but they will fall. And they will fall and fall and fall. And it's going to be painful. It's going to be a lot of crying, a lot of screaming. But the thing is that the child never gives up. Continues to try. And eventually, at one point, that child who was incapable of holding their neck will be able to run, jump, and skip all over the house. With enough practice, that child one day even may be able to win an Olympic medal or run a marathon. Think about it. The next time you watch a sport, Every single one of those players at one point, they were not able to even hold their neck up. Somebody had to support them. But they moved on. They learned their limitation. They accepted their flaws and they worked on it. It didn't happen overnight. It didn't happen in a week, but over months and months and months of practice. Those people learn to capitalize on their own strength. Recognize the power that they have within you. And let me tell you one thing, they're not special. Oh no, they're not special. We all have that capacity inside of us. All that it needs is for you to tap into your emotion, tap into yourself, and recognize what your strengths are. Once you recognize it, capitalize on it, develop it, and try to grow it one step at a time. And if you failed, by all means, don't be disappointed, be encouraged. Because it is those failures that makes your future the future that you dream of. That's the difference between success and failure. Success means that the person failed but didn't give up. Failure means the person failed and stayed at that position. So learn from it, capitalize, forgive yourself, start new, start fresh, and recognize the power that is hidden within your roots. And as always, that's all I got for you today.